What is the situation like at Wits University in Nkosazana at this hour?
Good morning, Tulas. Now, the situation is quite volatile here at Wits. The protest started off as peaceful in the morning, but we are now seeing that students are actually trying to force their way into the Wits main campus, and in the process, they've damaged the gate. We've also seen them break off the boom gate, and, also this morning, in fact, the protest, I was told, started off in Mill Park, where student leaders led a march through the Joburg CBD, disrupting the flow of traffic on Empire Road and other parts of the CBD. But now they then moved to the Wits main campus, where they were picketing outside, and they were eventually finally able to force their way into the Wits main campus. We see that police are here, as well as university security are patrolling. They seem to be monitoring the situation, but there hasn't been violence in terms of stun grenades or tear gas or rubber bullets going off. But I'm going to try and speak to perhaps one of the leaders who are here. I see that they have now moved into the university. I understand that they're going to try and engage the university management over what they call financial exclusion. And this, of course, comes after Higher Education Minister Blade Nzimande last week announced that the NSFAS scheme has run dry, and basically they won't be able to continue funding students for the academic year of 2021. We know that the Wits student leaders are demanding that all deserving students be allowed to register for the academic year. But we are not sure how that is going to happen. In fact, I was told that this protest erupted last week to us after a video showing students sleeping in libraries made the rounds on social media. And then the students then took to the streets to demand that students be provided with adequate accommodation.
So just give us a bit of context then, Nkosazana. Why are we seeing that group that looks like security officers or police officers, and you guys are on this side of the fence and the wall, and the students are on the other side? What's happening? Is there control in terms of movement? Who can access what areas of the campus?
Yes, there has been control. In fact, the media hasn't been allowed to enter into the premises. Initially as well, the student leaders were not allowed to enter, but they were able to force their way into the university. Like I said earlier to us, they were damaging the gates. In fact, they even broke off a boom gate, forcing their way into the university to try and have their cries heard. But, we really don't know what the outcome will be, whether or not university management will agree to engage with them. But the situation is very volatile, and we are just waiting to see whether or not this protest will continue in this violent manner.
And among the key issues, I heard you mention the issue of accommodation, but I also understand that there are issues around access to finance and the ability to register when there's debt pending.
Yes, so I'm told that, in fact, the reasons why this protest has erupted is due to financial exclusion, as the student leaders call it. Many of the students that are protesting here today don't have the funds to register for the academic year of 2021. And this, of course, comes after Higher Education Minister Blade Nzimande announced that the National Student Financial Aid Scheme has run dry, basically, and cannot continue to fund students for this current academic year. So many have been left out in the cold, so to speak, and they don't know what this academic year will look like for them because they don't have the funds to pay for the necessary fees for this year. So they've taken to the streets to try and have their cries heard by the university management and ask them to at least allow them to continue with their studies, even though they don't have the funds.
All right, thank you for that. That's ENCA's Nkosazana Dambuza. They're out at Wits University.